Hi everyone, my name is Gabrielle Foster. Thank you so much for watching this. If you're watching this video, it is probably because I have either reached out to you or you have reached out to me or somebody has suggested that you train with me. And so I'm going to be explaining in this video a little bit about what I mean when I say train with me or coach on my team or anything like that. First, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching this. Thank you for watching this. I do not take your time. I don't take your money. I don't take your energy, your life, your dreams, your goals. I don't take those for granted. And before I start really opening up my trainings before I start inviting people to train with me or to coach on my team, I pray. All right. I pray that God brings me those people whose lives I'm supposed to impact. And so if you're watching this, I believe that you're watching this for a reason, that I'm supposed to impact your life to a certain extent. Now, what extent? I don't know yet, right? I don't know yet. You don't know yet. We don't know yet. But I do thank you for watching, and I'm so excited that you are here. So, my name is Gabrielle Foster, and I am a health and fitness coach, okay? I am helping women get healthy, feel better about themselves, be confident, and just make those life changes that they're looking to make, okay? My ultimate goal, besides just health and fitness, but my ultimate goal is to change your life, all right? To change your life mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, all right? That is my ultimate goal. I love to help people. I love to help women. I love to be encouraging and uplifting and inspiring. That is what I do, all right? And so whenever I invite people to train with me, it's really the beginning process, all right? The beginning process to building those things in your life, all right? Building your strength in those areas in your life. And I say beginning because it takes time, and it takes maintenance, and it takes consistency, all right? And my goal for this challenge, whenever you first start training with me, is to really lay that foundation for you guys, okay? Lay that foundation so that when you step back into your life after this 21 days, now hopefully we are together for a whole year, which is what I offer, but hopefully we're together for a whole year. But even if you are done after the 21 days, I want you to have that foundation so that you can step back into the parenting, step back into your marriage, step back into your workplace or your life, really, and to be able to handle things on a higher level, handle things differently than you've always done, right? If you keep doing what you've always done, you're going to get what you've always gotten. And so my goal is to really teach you the foundation and those fundamental things to change your life. I am a life changer, all right? I am a life changer. I don't say that out of arrogance or pride, but I know that is what God has purposed me to do. And so I don't want you guys to have this expectation that, oh my gosh, this is going to be so much fun. And, I do aim to make things fun. In my groups, which I'm going to talk about here in a minute, but in my groups, I do challenges, I do prizes, I do things on purpose to motivate you and to inspire you, and so that we will have fun. But you have to put in the work. You have to put in the work, and I can't do that for you, and I can't drag you along. And so a lot of the things that you'll see is going to be accumulated repetition, all right? Accumulated means that you a lot, and repetition means that you do the same thing over and over and over. So in these groups, we're going to be doing a lot of things over and over and over, but they're for a purpose, all right? They're purposed so that you build that foundation, you build those fundamentals, so that after this group, whether you continue on with me as your coach or not, continue on with me, you really know how to do those things without me, right? Without me. And so that is goal. So I don't want you to have this expectation like Gabby is going to inspire me and I'm going to get this done. We're going to have so much fun. Yes, that's part of it. But the other part, we are going to do work. You have to do the work. All right. Anyone can work out, anyone can change what they do for 21 days, but in order to maintain that and not to go back to that, you have to learn fundamental things, all right? So the first part of this video, I'm going to teach you 3 components that you need to succeed. Now keep in mind that this is a health and fitness group, All right, this is a health and fitness group, but these 3 things you need are 3 things that you need to succeed in anything that you do in any area of your life. All right, so I'll be teaching during this first part, which is only going to be, hopefully this video is only like 10 minutes. Okay, but I'll be teaching 3 quick things, and then I'll explain to you what I do in the groups. And the reason why I'm teaching before I tell you what I do is because I want you to understand the value and the importance of why I'm doing those. Does that make sense? Okay, so if you're still watching, here we go. All right, here we go. And I've got my notes down here so I don't forget anything, because I like to go off on tangents and just like, and then I'm like, gotta reel it back. Like, how did you end up all the way over there? I don't know. Okay, so that being said, this is a health and fitness group, and I used to struggle a lot with calling it a health and fitness group because the health and fitness industry has such a stigma, or people have preconceived notions on health and fitness. So part of my purpose as a coach and as an individual is to really change the way people view fitness and change the way they view nutrition. Okay, and there's going to be 3 key components that a lot of people don't realize need to be together for them to succeed. All right, the first component is complete fitness. All right, now I used to go to the gym for 2 hours a day. All right, I grew up playing sports, so I was in the gym a lot. I'm a gym rat. I actually love the gym. I love the smell of the gym. Like, my husband thinks I'm weird, but I actually love being in the gym. And so I have 2 kids. My kids are 5 and 7 at the time of this. What is it, 2018? I'll probably like redo this video 50 million times, but for right now, they are 5 and 7. And whenever I really wanted to get my pre-baby body back, right? Whenever I realized that, hey, you need to change some things, Gabby, I was like, you know what? I'm going to the gym because I know what to do in the gym. I know what to do for the most part in the gym. I know how to use the equipment. And so I was going to the gym for about a year for 2 hours a day. All right, 2 hours a day that I didn't have, mind you, but 2 hours a day. And it can be very confusing. Even if you have been in the gym, before, if you're no stranger to the gym, it can be very confusing. How many reps should I do? Should I do cardio or strength training or resistance training? Like, how many days should I take off? What machines should I do in what order? Like, are these guy machines or are these girl machines? You know what I'm saying? So it can be very, very confusing. And I didn't have money to hire a personal trainer. And I also didn't know that unless you're switching up your workouts and not doing the same thing over and over and over, but you switch up the order, that your body actually gets used to what you're doing and adapts to what you're doing. And so you hit this plateau. So no matter how much you go, your body is not going to change because it's adapting to what you're doing. Okay, so I didn't know this stuff. I didn't have money to hire a personal trainer. And so I want to give you a quick tip that if you're frustrated, right? Because I remember I said, I want to lay the foundation. I want to be able to coach you and guide you, but I also want you to succeed even to whatever extent that is. So I'm going to be giving you free tips, all right? Free value. So the first tip is that you should be trying to get 10,000 steps in a day. Okay, 10,000 steps. I have a Fitbit. Most people have Fitbits or some type of step tracker. I use the Challenge Tracker app. I don't know where my phone went, but I use the Challenge Tracker app and the MyFitnessPal app. There are tons of free apps that you can download that track your steps. So my tips for you, if you're feeling like I don't know what to do, right now, until you figure out what to do, until you find someone to help you, is to make sure you're getting 10,000 steps a day. And also try something different. If you are doing the same thing over and over and over, and you're not getting any different results, and you're still frustrated and you still feel like nothing is working, you need to try something different. All right, try something different. And I know that, sometimes you're like, okay, well, I'll try something different, but I don't know what to do. But just be open to trying something different, okay? So the first part to success, the first component is complete fitness. The second component is completely nutrition. Now this is something that a lot of people struggle with, and I'm not perfect at this, and I've been doing this for a long time, okay? So what are you eating, right? What portions are you eating? What are you fueling your body with? There is a quote that said, and it just clicked for me. Like, whenever I heard this, it made sense. There's a quote that says, you eat to live, you don't live to eat. All right, meaning that food is fuel for your body. Whatever you're putting in your body is supposed to increase what you do, right? Increase your energy, increase your focus, right? It's fuel so that you can get through the day and do what you need to do. And that is how you really have to start looking at food. But it can be super overwhelming because there's so many diets. And I'm telling you, I have tried them all. All right, I tried them all. There's military diets, there's Whole30, there's Whole30. People are telling you to cut out carbs, you can't eat sweets, obviously it's just, they work, everybody's body is different, and so different things work for different people, but it can be overwhelming. And every diet that I tried was I quit because it was frustrating, it was overwhelming, like I'm cutting out everything that I love, and it was just miserable. And it does not have to be that way, you guys, okay? It does not have to be that way. You need guidance is what you need. You need somebody to help you learn all of that stuff, and not just a diet to follow and then go back to doing what you were doing, right? I didn't need a meal plan to follow. I didn't need somebody to tell me you need to cut out this and you can't eat that and then you got to cut this back. I didn't need a meal plan as in somebody telling me what I could and could not eat. I needed the freedom to pick the foods that I loved, and know and understand how to portion them with the ability to switch it up when I got bored, right? I don't want to be eating the same thing every day for the rest of my life. And on top of that, things that I don't like. And so that is where the power is, when I really learned that and I got that guidance that I needed. And they taught me that is where the power is. And so I'm very, very passionate about what I do. And so 3 tips on your nutrition. Again, 3 things that are valuable you can start implementing right now. Number 1, you want to eat more whole foods. All right. You want to eat more whole foods. When foods start getting processed, they're processing out the nutrients that you need in your body. Okay. So you want foods, you want to stay on the unprocessed side. Number 2 is that you need fruits and veggies of every color. All right. You want to your aim is to have the color of the rainbow. And that is for a purpose, because each color provides a specific nutrient that your body needs. And so you want to have a variety. And then the third thing is that you need to do your research and find a nutritional shake or smoothie, whatever you want to call it, but you need to find something that is adding nutrients in your body that you're not getting. And I've done a lot of research, all right? I've done a lot of research, and there are only a couple that I found to be legit. And by research, I mean I've bought tons of shakes and tons of different things from GNC, and I didn't understand what the contents were, and so I'm spending all this money and I'm drinking things that are making my stomach hurt. Like some shakes out there, you guys, they mess with your stomach. And so I'm like, no, I need this nutrients. And so I learned by failing. So I'm telling you that you need to do your research, find a shake that is giving you all the nutrients that you need in your body. And when you're looking at the bag, flip it around, read the ingredients, and you don't want soy, you don't want artificial flavors, you don't want preservatives. A lot of things that claim that they're healthy for you are actually mimicking other things, but they add stuff in to make it cheaper, right? They add stuff in because everybody wants stuff that's cheap, right? You don't want to spend a lot of money, but I promise you that the shakes that are better for you, the things that are going to be better for your body, are probably going to be a little more expensive, but it's for a good reason, and it's a very, very good investment. Okay, so first component, complete fitness. Second component is complete nutrition. The third component, I'll make sure here. Third component is complete support. Okay, complete support. And this is super, super important. And this is what I love. This is probably my favorite thing. But this is what I love. Because if you've ever lost motivation, or you've lost that inspiration, or you're sitting there thinking to yourself like, okay, I really need to get up and do something and change the way I'm eating, change what I'm doing. I need to add more physical activity. I've been in those spots before where I'm like, yeah, you just got to do it. But then I'm like, but I just don't want to get up. I don't have that drive. I don't have that like oomph, right, to get up and actually do it. So then what happens is I end up being frustrated with myself, mad at myself, and so then it's just like this building thing. And the reason why that happens is because you don't have anybody to hold you accountable, all right? You don't have that person to coach you. You don't have that person to guide you. You don't have that person to be behind you like, okay, girl, this is what we got to do. We got to get it done. I know you don't want to do it right now, but afterwards you'll feel much better about yourself. You don't have that person in your life to hold you accountable, to hold you with that support. You don't have that guidance. You don't have that team around you. And so there's so many layers to accountability and support that you need to have to really succeed. You need to be layers deep in support, all right? Not just health and fitness, but in every area of your life. And parenting and in marriage, like you need to be layers deep in accountability and support so that it's harder for you not to succeed, okay? And so a couple tips right quick. On choosing someone to guide you and to coach you, or choosing that accountability around you and that support around you, because that's sometimes where people get mixed up because they choose the wrong people to support them, and then it's not really support, right? So a couple things when choosing someone. Number one, you need to connect with that person. That person needs to resonate. Something inside of you needs to connect with them. Like, hey, I see myself in that person. Or, hey, that person's energy is through the roof and I know I need that. You need to make sure that they understand what you do for a living. Like, okay, I'm a mom, so I don't have a lot of time. They need to understand where you're coming from and what challenges that you have in your life, okay? And number two, once you find that person, you need to be checking in with them daily. You have to be keeping in touch with them. It's not just a every once in a blue moon thing. You need to constantly be on, checking up with them. Hey, I just wanted to let you know this is what I'm doing, or hey, this is where I'm struggling and I just need that. You need to check in with them on a daily basis, because it is going to change literally everything. Whenever you find that person, that is a game changer when you have that support around you, okay? And that's a difficult step for people, but I promise it makes all the difference in the world. It really does, okay? So that being said, those three things are very, very important. And so my 21-day challenges, all right, I call this a challenge group. This is my crew, all right? I'm teaching people the beginning, about the basics, the foundation, and then now hopefully I get to be with them for a whole year. But I am really teaching people the first 21 days, the foundation, okay? The foundation of nutrition, the foundation of fitness, the foundation of support. And so I call these challenge groups, right? 21 days challenge groups, all right? Because it challenges you. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you, right? And so I put these together. And what you will get in these groups, number one, you'll have a master trainer. Okay, master trainer, that's what we call it. And which is like really a step up from a personal trainer, because these people are like celebrity trainers, I guess you would say. They know what they're doing. They have the degrees, they have the certificates, they have the training to be able to be effective in your life. They know what they're talking about, all right? And so this master trainer will be with you, helping you, explaining to you the workouts. They'll be explaining to you why you're doing certain things, the reason behind it, how many reps, like from the fitness side and the workout side. They're very, very good at explaining the purpose behind, exercises, and they're very good at coaching you, right? They're very good at training you. And so you will get a master trainer, and you can do this in a gym or at line. These are streamed online. So if you do not have the capability to stream these on your tablet, on your laptop, on your TV, even on your phone, if you don't have the capability to do that in your house, then you and I will discuss, okay, so now we need to find you a program that's a DVD or some other avenue. But it's going to save money. And it's going to save time if you are able to stream them online, because then you get all of the programs, all of the archives. Okay, so number one is you'll get a master trainer. Number two, you'll get complete nutrition. And I don't have my containers. So what we do, we follow a container system. I'm teaching you how to portion your food. all right? You will get a list that you can pick, all the foods that you like off of this list. And I teach you how, all right? Each program comes with a nutritional guide. And I teach you how to portion your food, how to, eat healthy without having to cut out carbs and to cut out everything that you love. And it's really the foundation of how you should be eating for the rest of your life, all right? So we use these container systems. There's a cooking show that you'll have free access to. This is like a legit chef, okay? Him and his sister, they have this cooking show specifically for the fitness side of this. And he's like a top-rated chef. Seriously, he's a top-rated chef. And this is a free resource that is very, very valuable. But for all my people who don't know how to cook or who are not good cookers, or your cooking is not your skill, that's not what you do the best, these episodes, I guess you could call them, these episodes will teach you how to make stuff in about 10 to 15 minutes. And it's really, really simple. I promise it's super simple and easy to follow. Okay, so you'll get a master trainer. You and I will tackle the nutrition, and then you're going to get me as a coach. Obviously, you're going to get me as a coach. You're stuck with me, and I've been there, and I'm still going through. I don't claim to know everything. I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be like the best at nutrition or the best workout person. I don't claim that at all. But I'm with you, all right? I'm with you every step of the way, and I'm checking in on you every day, individually and as a team. And I've built a really, really good team who is very good at motivating and keeping people accountable and keeping you interacting, with the group. And like I said, I can't make you do it, and I'm not going to pull you along. But if you walk, I walk, right? I meet you at whatever level you're at, and I help you get to the next level, okay? So you and I will spend one-on-one time choosing the best workout for you, because everybody's different, right? You might have health issues that you have to accommodate. You might have, back problems. Like whenever I first started working out, my back, because my chest was so big, my back would hurt so bad. And so I couldn't finish a whole workout at the beginning. I had to use a lot of modifications, and I had to quit halfway through whenever I felt like, okay, my back has had enough. Like, this has had enough. And so I understand those things. I definitely understand those things, and now I am able to do a whole workout, right? It's not, it doesn't bother me as much. I still have to be careful what I do, but it's definitely doable. So you and I will figure out what's best for you, based on your interests. Are you doing this? How much equipment do you have? There's things ranging from no equipment to, I have some weights, or I have a yoga mat, or, I like to dance, or I like yoga, or I like high impact, crazy workouts, or I don't really like to work out, so right? You want the low impact stuff. So you and I will touch base on one-on-one with that. And because it can be overwhelming, and there's a lot of different programs to choose from. And so that's why I'm here. All right. So let me see. The other requirement, the other thing that you will get, personal development. So this is something that has really changed my life. Anybody can work out. Anybody can work on their nutrition. Anybody can have that coach or that trainer keeping them accountable. But if they are not changing their mind, nothing will change. Okay. Your mindset is everything. It's everything. You have to renew your mind. You can't have anything new with an old way of thinking, right? If you are going, I'm not even going to get into that, but you cannot have anything new if you have the same old thinking. All right. So personal development is very, very important to me. And that is my jam. All right. That is my jam. That is what I do. That is what I love. I love teaching people. I love making videos. I love sharing lessons that most of the time I've learned the hard way. But I will require you to do 30 minutes of personal development a day. Okay. Now, what is that? What does that look like? That's going to be different for everybody, because that means books. You can be listening to podcasts. You could be reading before you go to bed or when you wake up in the morning. YouTube has tons of motivational things and podcasts. YouTube, I call it YouTube University, because it's huge and it's so vast. You could, if you love reading blogs, like whatever that looks like for you, Again, you and I will connect on that, but whatever that looks like for you, you have to be working on an area of your life that you want to grow, to increase every single day. Okay, so personal development is very, very important. So you will be working out. These are things that you're doing daily in this group. Okay, so you'll be working out with Master Trainer. We will be working on your nutrition every day. You will be checking in with me. I'll be checking in with you. I'll be motivating you and everything like that. And then you're doing your personal development every day. So those are the 4 things that you're going to be doing in this group. And I do that because, remember I said accumulated repetition earlier, right? Accumulated repetition, you want to do those, when you do those things over and over and over and over, every single day, day in and day out, you will start to feel more energized. Okay, if you guys know, right? Especially if you're a mom, if you don't have energy, you don't have anything, right? You don't have anything. Energy is power. If you don't have energy, you don't have power. And so what you will find as you start doing these things over and over and over is that you will have more energy. The second thing is you'll have more time. Now it's kind of like counterintuitive, right? It doesn't really make sense. Like I'm so busy right now, and you're asking me to add something else to my plate. And then you're telling me it's going to create more time. Well, here's why I say that, because this group and what I do, right, is I really teach you how to manage that time. This is going to force you to figure out how to be a good time manager. And we've all heard the quote that, the most successful people have the same amount of time in their day. They're just using it wisely. They're using it different. And so what you'll find is that because you're improving these areas of your life, you are actually good at managing your time now. And I don't know why. I don't know why, but I love that. Okay. So you'll find yourself with more energy. You'll find yourself with more time. Your confidence, right? Your confidence will be through the roof. Okay. Through the roof, because you've put in the work, and you have to get to that level where you're able to say, hey, I know that this is not where I want to be, right? I'm not to my goal yet. I'm not to where I want to be, but I also know that I have been doing the work every single day. And I am confident because I've come a long way. And so your confidence is going to go through the roof. You'll feel better about yourself, and just all of those things. Okay. So that is the essence of my groups. If that sounds good to you, you guys know how to get a hold of me. If you don't know how to get a hold of me, then I will put the comments below this video. In the comment section, I'll put my contact information. Sorry, that just sprayed everywhere. I'll put my contact information below this video. Now, everybody's question that I know they're wanting to know at this point is how much it costs, okay? And people think that this is going to cost an outrageous amount, which it really should, but it doesn't. But you do have to make an investment in the tools. Not now, the coaching, everything that I do is for free. And I got to be really careful about what I say right here, because I don't want anybody to get the wrong impression, seriously. But I love helping people. I really do. And so I take pride in the support and the coaching that I give. And so you are only investing in the tools, right? You're only investing in the tools. And I want you to know how to use them effectively. So I put a lot of time in, and I really care about what I do. I do, but you do have to invest in the tools. Number one, because you're worth it. All right. You are worth it. And when you're at your best, everyone around you is at their best. Okay. I put a quote, if you guys follow me, I put a quote up a couple days ago that said, if you don't invest in yourself, don't expect anybody else to. And that's so true, because you are teaching people how to treat you. All right. If you are investing in your mind, if you are taking good care of yourself, people will take good care of you. If you put yourself last and you are running on empty and you're taking care of everybody else, and you're mean to yourself and you're negative to yourself and you talk down to yourself all the time, why would anybody else treat you any better? Because they're watching your example of how you treat yourself, and they're going to follow that. So the number one reason why you have to invest is because you're worth it. You really are worth it. And number two is when you exchange money for something, you are then emotionally invested, right? where your treasure is, your heart will be there also. So if you're exchanging money, right, you guys work hard for your money. I know you do. You work hard for the money that you have. And so whenever you invest in something, you are emotionally like, okay, I'm going to see this thing through. I am committed to seeing the fruit of this because I spent my hard-earned money on that, right? And so whenever you do exchange money for things, you're then more emotionally invested. And that drives you. That drives your results. That's another motivator. That's another thing that inspires you. Okay, I actually spent money on this, so I'm about to use it, right? I'm going to use it. And I love doing free groups. In fact, I do aim to do like 3 free groups a year because I do see the value in that. But whenever I do those free groups, I notice that people aren't, like, they'll fall off. They don't appreciate it because they're not emotionally invested. They haven't put that investment and that time into it, so they're not really appreciating it. Okay, you guys know that if you work really, really hard for something, you appreciate it more than if it's just handed to you, right? So there is an investment. It's not that much. I can promise you that it's less than an average gym membership. Okay, less than an average gym membership. I can't give you a specific amount right now because everybody is different. I don't want to give you like a general amount because you and I haven't talked about what program would be best for you, like what way, that's a conversation for you and I have to have together. But I can promise you it's very, very cost effective. It does not cost that much, and it's less than an average gym membership. Okay. So if you guys like what you have heard and you think that sounds great, and you are ready to jump in, then message me. Let me know. If you have questions and you have like objections, like I just don't know about this, I don't really feel like I know a lot, like explain everything to me again, connect with me and I will answer any questions that you have. That is what I'm here for. Okay. And that's what I do. That's what I do best. All right. So I love you guys. Thank you again for watching so much. And I hope you have a good day, and I look forward to working with you. Okay? Bye.